UConn.com. All right, straight ahead. The East region, the men's NCAA tournament, it is loaded with legendary basketball coaches from Bill Self to Tom Izzo, Danny Hurley, Rick Pitino. Those are the OGs. And then John Shire, and on the younger end here, he's got his Duke team entering the tournament with 32 wins, riding an 11-game win streak. These 5 coaches have combined to win 6 national championships. The East region features 6 of the top 15 programs in the country. Okay, so Coach Seth Greenberg back with us. Also Joe Fortenbaugh here, too. Which coach would you take in the East region? If you could, build your squad, who would you want leading you in March?
To me, it's Tom Izzo. I mean, I look at Tom Izzo's body of work, and I've watched Tom Izzo in the NCAA tournament when they played in Tampa for their regional way back in the day. Their preparation, the attention to detail, the manner in which they prepared for a game. He's terrific coming out of timeouts. He's forward-thinking. He's creative. His program's built on player development, so he's got older, more mature teams that can kind of adjust and have the agility to make changes on the move. So I think Tom Izzo is as good a coach. And if you had one game to play and one game to prepare for, not just his team. You're not just preparing your team. You're preparing for what your opponent is going to do to decide what you're going to give and what you're going to take away. Tom Izzo, to me, is my guy.
Yeah. See, this is hard for me because, I should, you know what, let me, it's hard for me because I love Coach so much. I love getting on him. I mean, I have a blast just getting on him. I just love it.
I love it. Bring it on, baby.
It tickles me to death to get on him. Joe, here's my issue. This is why I react this way to Coach. Tell me who Coach don't say that about. That's elite. I mean, Coach is a phenomenal basketball analyst. But he can easily moonlight as an agent. There's no better salesman for these coaches. I mean, there's no better salesman.
These are my guys.
He's unbelievable.
I understand that.
The problem with what he said about Coach Izzo, H to the Izzo, Tom Izzo, know how much I love that man. You know how much I love him. But the problem with coaches, you can say the same thing about Pitino. Yep. You can say the same thing about Self. He'll say the same thing about him. I'm telling you right now, he'll say the same thing about him, okay? I'm going to answer this question by telling you which head coach I want in the East region. Are you ready for this? It's going to be Dan Hurley. I
can't argue with that.
The man is a two-time national champion. His team rebounds, they defend, they shoot well. I don't understand how you're losing to Creighton and Marquette late in the season. I don't understand those losses, okay? I don't understand how you lose to St. John's by 40, okay? I get after beating them by damn near 40, okay? I get that part. You lost to Arizona earlier this year. I get it. But I'm looking at them. They're like 7-3 against quad one teams. I'm looking at UConn this year. You got about 4 dudes that are all Big East caliber. You're experienced enough to make noise in the NCAA tournament. You talk about a guy, and he said it. Outside of conference, we play our best basketball in the tournament. So that's basically saying outside of conference play, this man, that's where he and his team feel themselves. For some inexplicable reason, they struggle at the free throw line. I think at one point they were ranked like 233rd in the nation when you come to free throws efficiency. I'm like, what the hell is that about? That ain't going to get it done. There's no question. But Dan Hurley can coach his ass off. He really, really can. And he knows how to touch the pulse of his team, particularly when it counts most. Even when they lost last year to Florida, it was a nail biter. It came down to the wire. I think that we look at the players, but a lot of times we just mention the coaches because they're great as passe, not realizing that the coaches are highly competitive against one another as well. Dan Hurley against Rick Pitino, Bill Self, Izzo. I'm looking at all of that, and I'm like, Dan Hurley, I believe in this man. I really, really do. I think he's a great coach, and I think he will have UConn ready. I believe in him. I do.
The thing that's lost with Hurley and UConn is that last year they had Florida. They had him in that game.
They did.
And then Walter Clayton Jr. happened.
Yeah, and that's why Florida was the best and went on to win the whole thing. But UConn was right there. And if you get past Florida in that game, you go on and might have a really good shot at winning 3 straight titles. Yeah. The thing that stands out to me about Danny Hurley, and this is such a brutal question because whoever you take, you're leaving
the right word to use
many.
because he lives in the world. Brutal.
Yeah, so many good coaches you're leaving out there. But I go with Hurley because, again, I'll shift back to the idea that the man just covers the number. And this year is about
the
covering point spreads. I'll throw this out. I know Stephen A will like it. 14-2 against the spread in the dance since he got to UConn. 14 straight. Now, that cannot be the definitive reason why you picked Dan Hurley, but this time of year with how we like to get involved with some of these games, Danny Hurley's been coming through for his supporters.
Let me tell you something. Those 5 guys right there are all Hall of Fame coaches because John Shire is going to be a Hall of Fame coach. John Shire coming out of timeouts is absolutely incredible, does an incredible job. Those 5 guys right there, and you're right, Stephen, because I look at these guys, like, let me ask you something. Which one of those guys wouldn't you want to play for?
Absolutely not. I want to play for every one of them. And I want to say this about John Shire because it's important to mention this. If there's a category of an unsung hero amongst coaches, it would be him. To follow Mike Krzyzewski and to see no drop-off. We all know, let's keep it a buck. We all know there's no way that John Shire is the coach of the Duke Blue Devils if it were not for Mike Krzyzewski. So, of all the great things, the 5-time champion, national champion, the 5-time Olympic gold medalist as a coach, one of the great things that Mike Krzyzewski has done in his career is pick his successor at Duke. Because who would have thought that any coach would enjoy the level of success? Now, he hasn't won a championship yet. I got that. But outside of winning the championship, there is nothing that John Shire has not done as coach of the Duke Blue Devil. So he is an elite coach. And I got to give credit where credit is due, not just to him, but to Mike Krzyzewski for letting Duke know that's the guy that we should ascend as my successor. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
There is only one coach on this list, though, that has a slogan that is associated with him, like death taxes, Tom Izzo in March. I know that you're familiar with that one.
And all 5 of those guys, real quickly, all 5 of those guys, the one thing, their gift is their players. The guys that play for them would kill for them.
Sure.
They absolutely compete at a ridiculous
There you
level.
go. There goes the agent again. There goes the agent again. There he is. There he is. He's right. He's at it again. He's at it again. But let me say this. Guys, let me ask you this question real quick. Let me ask, because all of these guys are so great, and they're such a testament to the greatness of college basketball. You don't root against any of them or whatever. We understand it. We all know they're great. But if there was one guy that you're rooting for above all else, based on the names that we threw out there, who would it be for you guys? Because I know who it would be for me. Who would it be for you guys?
I know who it's going to be for you. It's going to be Rick Pitino in St. John's to finish the story and end the chapter. And then he walks off into the sunset, and there it is, Rick Pitino.
No, I want Rick Pitino to win, but stay. I want him to win, but stay. That's Queens, New York, baby. I don't want Rick Pitino to go anywhere. I don't want Rick Pitino to go anywhere. Stay right there.
New York homer.
Stay right there. Damn right. I'm rooting for Rick Pitino.
Who's your answer to that?
Excuse me?
Who's your answer to that? What Stephen A.
Who you'd want to see win? If you could root for either of these guys to win.
Want, coach. Want.
Yeah.
You know me. I mean, I want to see all of them win because that's the way I am because I'm the world
Series agent. We know that. You got to pick one.
I would like to see
Coach.
I would like to see Tom Izzo get his 2nd national championship. I think that's something that he's chasing.
I wouldn't mind that either. I love
the investment he had in Michigan State and how much he means to the university and the impact that he's had on not just the basketball program but the institution. I think he's one of one. He's the last of the lifers. I mean, if you think about it, his whole career has been Michigan State.
Self would be an excellent story considering what he's gone through with Peterson this year and the drama.
And his own health.
If they figure out a way to get it through, that's a great story.
So we tease this as one of the best days of the sports calendar because it is. But I know that not everybody agrees with that. Coach, where do you fall?
This is the best day of the sports calendar. Look, Super Bowl is a great day. Yep. It's one game, you know? I mean, it's
sometimes it's not even billed as a great game.
I mean, like the World Series, it's 2 teams playing 7 games. It's like it's boring. The NBA playoffs, it takes forever to get there. The first day of the NCAA tournament, you are absolutely locked in to every game. You can't get enough screens in your living room. I mean, you got to have tablets and screens and everything else. And what are you looking for? You're waiting for the upset. It's almost like going to NASCAR. What are you waiting for? A crash. All right? You're looking for someone, a number 1, a number 2, a number 3 to get.
Well, I don't think you're giving enough credit. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to say this on national television. Listen, you know, the games are the games, and the players are the players, and the coaches are the coaches. But you know what? The media deserves a lot of credit. I mean, the way, Coach, the way you cover college basketball, yo, man, I'm proud of you. You're one of the best in the business. Jay Billis, you know, Jay Williams, my boys, the whole bit, Reese Davis. I mean, is there a better job in sports than Reese Davis doing college game day for both football and basketball? And damn it, he deserves it. You know you great when nobody else thinks about having a damn job because you got it. Hey, we don't need to think about that job for a long time because Reese Davis is the man. I mean, you guys do a great job of covering the sport. And y'all have had me looking forward to the tournament over the last month. So, listen, all the stuff that we doing, all the stuff I'm doing, you know, Joe Fortenbaugh with his odds-making ass self, he's sitting up there getting... Listen to these odds all over the place and everything like that. You know, wearing his badass outfit, trying to act like he in Vegas when he in Bristol, Connecticut half the time. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, y'all got us looking forward to this NCAA tournament. Y'all have prepped the country for the NCAA tournament, and you deserve a lot of props for it, so I'm giving it to you.
I just fired my agent. I hired a new agent.
I was going to say, you get on him for being an agent for coaches. You just went after, you get hyped up every single college basketball analysts at the network. They've all got their agents. They don't need you. They're all doing well.
It's not been evident on your side, though.
And the thing is, you're both wrong. As great as this day is, it's still not number one.
What?
It's on the Rushmore.
What?
It's probably in the number 2 position. The number 1 day, no one ever thinks about it. And then when it happens, everyone goes, oh, my God, I forgot how great this day is. First Saturday in May, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, Kentucky Derby. Stephen A., you would always have a major title